Right now at 10, a billboard in Vernon County expresses the dangers of fentanyl. And a local business gets a grant for renewable energy. Plus, how the Coulee region is preparing for the solar eclipse.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. A Tomah man has been convicted of 23 child sex crimes. According to the Monroe County DA's office, after a 4-day trial, a jury convicted 53-year-old Mark Bruner in connection with the victimization of 2 children between 2008 and 2019. Bruner was accused of sexual assault, enticement, and causing a child to view sexual activity. He was previously convicted of child sexual assault in 1988. Bruner faces a mandatory prison sentence of 25 years. He will remain in custody until sentencing on June 20th. A billboard in Viroqua is spreading a powerful message about the realities of fentanyl. Today, families gathered in front of the billboard showing the pictures of loved ones who lost their lives to fentanyl overdoses. The Amara Rose Foundation, a local organization that brings awareness to fentanyl poisoning, created the billboard through various fundraising efforts. Their hope for the billboard is to stop fentanyl use in its tracks.
I don't want other families to have to go through what we have. I don't want kids to die. And we have to make people aware that it's in our community and it happens.
To learn more about the Amara Rose Foundation and the fight against the fentanyl epidemic, visit amararosefoundation.org. We'll have that link on news8000.com. Well, we finally got a glimpse of the sun today, and good news, we're going to have it again tomorrow until the rain comes again on Sunday, Greg.
Yeah, we have it one more day. We'll have it then, and then you may not see it. Hopefully, we'll see some of it come Monday with the eclipse, but we're going to have some cloud cover to deal with. But for overnight and through tomorrow, really it's going to be generally clear skies, a few clouds out there, but overall very pleasant night. Mid-30s up to the north to the low 40s with some high cirrus clouds out there as you wake up tomorrow morning for La Crosse. Upper 20s will climb back up quickly to the 50s. That southeast wind will start to pick up, and that's due to that system that'll be approaching for Sunday. Same story for Eau Claire, too, dropping back down into the upper 20s, climbing to around 50 with that southeast wind also picking up with some cloud cover, high clouds out there. As you look out to the west, that's kind of what we're going to be seeing over the next day. It's just some high, thin cirrus, as we call it. Sun should be able to get through that just fine. Overnight, as you see, temperatures will continue to drop. A few clouds here and there that'll come through, but overall, you'll wake up generally in the 20s to the low 30s with that high cirrus cloud kind of pushing the way through. So maybe some mostly clear to partly cloudy skies to start off with. But once we get through the dry conditions, yes, we do have wet weather coming in for Sunday, and the 40s are coming back. We'll kind of time that out and then show you what Monday looks like with the eclipse and whether we'll see those 60s come back. We actually might see some 60s tomorrow, but we have more probably next week.
Oh, 60s tomorrow. That's some new news.
Potentially, yes.
Okay, fingers crossed. Thank you, Greg. Well, people are getting ready for next week's solar eclipse. On Monday, the moon will make landfall along Mexico's Pacific coast and cross into Texas and 14 other U.S. states. Although Wisconsin isn't one of them, folks will be able to catch part of it. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall has the story.
Emily, it's been almost 7 years since the last solar eclipse. Locals tell me how they're preparing and where they'll be for this rare celestial opportunity.
The wait is almost over. On Monday, the solar eclipse arrives.
They're pretty rare, and if you go out and see it and you don't have totality, it's impressive. But to see it in totality when the entire disk of the sun is covered is really something else and kind of a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
It's the first total viewable one since 2017. For some, they'll need to wait 20 years if they miss it. Christopher Miller already has his viewing spot planned.
Probably from my bed since I work third shift.
Wisconsin isn't in the path of complete totality. However, we'll still be able to see about 80% of it. UW Eau Claire astronomy professor William Wolf says the best spots are where clouds aren't blocking it.
It's going to look like the same sun and moon, and navigating somewhere else probably won't really make a big difference in being able to view the sun as long as you're able to do it safely.
Luckily, Jan Small has the right item.
One of those viewing tubes. I did that the last time there was a solar eclipse.
According to Wolf, the eclipse itself poses no danger. but he doesn't recommend looking at the sun for an extended period of time.
People are more tempted to do during an eclipse. It's no more dangerous than it is before, but it's always a bad idea.
But not everyone will be watching the solar eclipse.
I haven't really checked it out or anything about it either.
The next total viewable solar eclipse will be in 2044. Williams says there will be more solar eclipses before then, but they won't be visible to every region. Emily.
Okay, thank you, Jeremy. Western Technical College is pumping up student engagement with the addition of 2 new athletic programs, powerlifting and clay target shooting. These new programs will engage more students because both full-time and part-time students are eligible to participate. The new programs come a few months after the school suspended its men's and women's basketball teams. Western's athletics manager says the additions are good replacements that will be available to all students.
The basketball program was required to be full-time enrolled here at Western, yet only 30% of our students are full-time. So we really narrowed the gap of who we could engage with. These new sport offerings are going to replace that. Our intention from the long term and from the get-go was always to suspend and then replace with additional sport offerings.
Monroe says this is the first phase of more athletic programs to come to Western. A West Salem bakery receiving a hefty grant today to become more energy efficient. Linda's Bakery is one of 20 Wisconsin businesses receiving a grant from the USDA Rural Energy for America program. The grant was pushed by Senator Tammy Baldwin to help farmers and small businesses in rural areas become more energy efficient. Linda's Bakery received over $161,000 to go towards covering their entire roof with solar panels. The owner says the new paneling will help them cut costs significantly.
That's going to be a big savings for us. We expect to get the life on those is going to be about 25 years, and it looks like there's probably about a 8 to 10 year payback on that investment for us.
The project is expected to save Linda's Bakery $34,500 a year in electrical costs. They expect the solar paneling to be completed by the end of July. In a significant boost for STEM education, the Nerds on a Mission robotics team from Holmen received a $3,400 grant today from the La Crosse Community Foundation. The funds will be used to purchase upgraded robot kits and computers, allowing the team of homeschooled students to expand their participation in the first LEGO League competition. Coach Peggy Maricol hopes the new kits will help kids gain more interest in STEM fields.
They're the newer kits. Also, we have several of the older kits, and some were on loan to us last year, but this will give us even more kits for more teams moving forward. And I get emails every day of more people ready to, sign up for this next program, next season. So.
The Nerds on a Mission will be competing today and tomorrow at La Crosse Center. A 4.8 magnitude earthquake rattled New York City this morning, what locals experienced in just a few minutes.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
Introducing Ultimate Precision LLC, your trusted partner for precision craftsmanship. From interior to exterior, our expert painters bring life to your vision with impeccable precision. Our masonry and building restoration team breathes new life into the old, preserving history for generations to come. We're the masters of tuck pointing, securing your structure's integrity, one brick at a time. Ultimate Precision LLC, where craftsmanship meets perfection. We're here to deliver the ultimate precision.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran. Thanks for listening. I think what makes our show unique is perspective. Many different voices, many different points of view.
If you're going to say don't ask me, we're going to ask you. If you want to.
Wow. We're always fun.
Oh my God.
So good.
Because we like you.
We're plugged in. It's kind of fantastic.
Hi, it's Elvis Duran from the Mix Morning Show. Wake up with us every morning on Mix 96.
Friday morning earthquake shook millions of people across a large part of the Northeast, including New York City, New Jersey, and Philadelphia. As CBS News correspondent Michael George reports from New York, the earthquake caused a wide range of reactions.
Is this an earthquake? Yo, is this an earthquake?
This live streamer was filming when the 4.8 magnitude earthquake shook much of the northeastern U.S. on Friday morning.
All of us felt in some way or another the earthquake that hit our city around 10:23 a.m.
The earthquake startled customers at this coffee shop. While from Harlem to the New York suburbs, Friday's earthquake was recorded and the story shared far and wide.
We saw the buildings moving and everything, though. It was kind of scary.
I enjoyed the shaking. I was not fearful. I said, whatever comes, comes.
A camera on the top of the Statue of Liberty created a bird's eye view of the quake. These dogs jumped to attention as the shaking rocked homes, and a meeting at the United Nations was briefly interrupted.
You're making the ground shake.
It's a reminder that, we need to prepare in a place like New York City that rarely gets earthquakes. Even a little shake can kind of test some systems, and good that people are inspecting to make sure that nothing was disturbed.
We were in our hotel room and we felt this rumbling on the floor, and it felt like there was a subway going under us.
I was scared. I've never felt one before because I grew up in New York and we don't really have them often.
State and local officials are warning residents to be on alert for aftershocks, which continued into Friday evening. Michael George, CBS News, New York.
The U.S. Geological Survey said more than 42 million people might have felt the mid-morning quake. The March job report touts some shocking numbers. Hundreds of thousands of jobs have been added in the last month, while unemployment rates are at a 50-year low.
And we're just a couple days from the eclipse, too, so we'll time out when we get the rain on Sunday and, more importantly, what the cloud forecast looks like for the eclipse time frame, as long as what the temperatures look like for the rest of next week. All that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
I worked as a truck driver for 36 years.
And then one day I got this letter.
Your retirement will be cut.
Will be cut in half.
You don't forget something like that.
Every paycheck we put money away.
But because of Wall Street greed, boom, it was gone.
But Tammy Baldwin saw what they were doing and wrote a bill to save our retirement.
Then she fought like hell to pass it.
What Tammy Baldwin did for our families, you don't forget something like that.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Spring is sprung, and savings are in full bloom. Visit Menards Garden Center for everything you need to get your garden growing. Choose from hundreds of beautiful, colorful flowers, lush trees and shrubs, and everything in between. Menards Garden Center is back in bloom. Stop in today to get your garden on. Check out these fresh deals happening now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
You're thinking about new windows and doors. I've been thinking about new windows and doors for over 40 years. You're thinking about the best window at the best price. I'm thinking about the best window at the best price for you. The best quality, installed by professional installers at a fair price. If you're planning new windows and doors, you owe it to yourself to contact the Board Store Home Improvements for a prompt free estimate. You'll be glad you did. Contact us today.
Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Pivot! Shut up! Okay, hold on. I don't think it's gonna pivot anymore.
Just like pivoting from heating to cooling season, it's a difficult adjustment.
Pivot in the summer, called GNT.
Pivot! Shut up!
Called GNT.
For the best heating and air conditioning guaranteed.
How will you reward yourself with the benefits you'll get from Riverbank's Rewards Checking? A morning pick-me-up, a leisurely round, a special dinner, or an evening pause. This checking account comes with 3.04 annual percentage yield. There's also a refund for foreign ATM transaction fees. Stop in to one of the convenient locations or visit online to learn more about Riverbank's Rewards Checking. Riverbank, local banking made simple. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you.
The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
President Biden touted Friday's jobs report numbers, saying the country has now added 15 million jobs during his administration. The U.S. economy added 303,000 jobs last month, far surpassing expectations. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, unemployment fell to 3.8%. The U.S. labor market has remained resilient for months amid elevated interest rates and high inflation. In fact, it's been 39 consecutive months of added jobs. The unemployment rate has also been below 4% for 26 months in a row. That's the longest streak since the late 1960s. Well, tomorrow is looking pretty good for everyone. Sunny and 50s. Make sure to enjoy it. Let's send it over to Greg for the rest of the weekend forecast.
Yeah, we start off dry for the weekend, but we do have rain chances come in. The good news is once we go into next week, it won't look anything like we've had this week with the rain and snow. We'll actually have drier conditions. That's the positive with it. Unfortunately, yeah, the second half is going to be wet. Periods of rain Sunday, back in the 40s, breezy conditions, so definitely a day to stay inside. Otherwise, upper 50s tomorrow. We probably could see some areas hit the 60s since we were a little bit warmer than we expected today. For overnight, just a few high clouds will be coming in. You'll wake up generally with temperatures in the 20s to low 30s. You'll see some high cirrus come across the area, so you might see some partly cloudy skies occasionally, but plenty of sun throughout the day. Temperatures getting back up until around the 50-degree mark by noon. And then in the afternoon, the southeast wind starts picking up a little bit, so that might hold the temperature down a little bit, but still getting up to the mid to upper 50s, potentially near 60. And then for tomorrow evening, the only problem with tomorrow evening might be the winds from the southeast to be 10 to 15, a little bit stronger than we're seeing today, but cloud cover should really hold off to the west, and that system that's approaching will stay well to the west. It's not until late Saturday night, early Sunday morning, that first band of light to moderate rain. It's a very narrow band that'll lift northeast, rotating around the low. That'll come through probably by the morning hour, then lift north. We'll study some of the southern areas may see a break, and then we'll see more of these bands developing as the low begins to lift up towards northwest Iowa. And that's what we're going to see going into Sunday night, into Monday. So it won't be an all-day type rain, a little bit stronger as you go further to the north, but we'll still have cloudy conditions, and even when it's not raining, we might see drizzle occurring. That's all part of it is going to Monday. As it lifts to the north, then it gets into the afternoon hours. It's generally with the drier air that may work its way into the area that may help to break up some of the clouds as we go to about 2 p.m. You notice right there, just depends on how far north this line does get. We'll see what the cloud cover looks like. The good news is precipitation-wise, once we get to Monday night and Tuesday, as that lifts up, there's another system that passes to the south. We should be fairly dry after Monday going into most of the rest of the week, although we'll still have some cloud cover to deal with for a few days. Now, cloud cover, here's what we're expecting right now for the eclipse. Pretty much a lot of it as you go northwest. A lot less as you go further southeast. We're kind of in between that area where just a little bit of a movement here and there. We will see some cloud cover, so we'll keep an eye on that. Regardless, if you get the cloud cover, it'll just darken up a little bit when the eclipse starts going on. That's what we'll see. But hopefully, areas to the south will remain like that as you get closer to 100%. So travel south if you want to have a great shot of seeing it. Further north, definitely not going to see much in the way with the cloud cover. That's going to be lingering. But for tonight, not much cloud cover. Temperatures fairly comfortable, upper 20s, low 30s, light winds. We'll wake up tomorrow morning with mostly sunny skies, maybe a little partly cloudy with a little bit high cirrus. 50s, but I think a lot of areas may actually get up into the 60s, and that southeast wind will start picking up because that rain will be coming back in as we go into Sunday. Breezy conditions throughout Sunday night. The rain starts ramping up Monday. Cloudy in the afternoon. We'll have to keep an eye on exactly what goes on with cloud cover. And then the rest of the week, it's not perfect, but it's actually a lot better than we had last week with generally 60s, a little bit drier conditions, but that could change. Maybe 70 towards next weekend.
Oh my gosh, almost 70. Haven't heard that like since I've gotten here.
I know, it's been a while.
This was the first time.
I know.
All right, thank you, Greg. Coming up in sports, the Brewers were back in action hosting Seattle. Plus, a couple of rivals were clashing on the softball field this afternoon. Rob's got all the action next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
At
Ashley Spring Semi-Annual Sale. You can spring into savings with Hot Buys $7.99 and under. Plus, shop our Spring Sofa Sale with 0% interest until April 2029 on in-store purchases. Hurry in and meet the all-new Ashley today.
Hi, folks. Harvey Wood of Wood Sales and Service here. If you're looking for a tractor, stop by Wood Sales and check out our lineup of Coyote tractors. Subcompact, compact, and utility tractors. If it needs doing, Coyote tractors will get it done. Get 0% for 84 months or cash rebates with standard rate options. Coyote tractors at Wood Sales and Service. Experience the Wood Sales advantage of service before and after the sale. Wood Sales and Service, Black River Falls. Family owned and operated for 55 years. WoodSalesService.com.
My doctor says I need an MRI. But where do I go? They're so expensive.
Sensible MRI costs a few hundred, not thousands. You could fill your fridge for a year with what you save. We can get you in the next day. Think of what you could do with the time you'd save. What do you have to lose? At Sensible MRI, you choose the time, you save the money, and you rest easy having your doctor refer you to Sensible MRI.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. When you're ready to get out and prep your yard for spring, we get you the right products at the right prices. Right now, Rewards members get a free $15 gift card with a $100 purchase of Scotts products. Like Scotts Turf Builder Weed and Feed, $64.99 after sale and mail-in rebate. Or Scotts Turf Builder with Halt's Crabgrass Preventer, $69.99 after sale and rebate. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Meet the all-new Ashley. Discover new styles in remodeled stores, offering everything you need to create inspired spaces. From our store to your door, the new Ashley. It's the love of home.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
Our spring sports athletes have had some trouble so far getting on the field this season. Weather hasn't been too kind for our high school softball teams, but it finally felt like spring today. And a few of our area teams were taking full advantage of it, including a big MVC matchup between Aquinas and Holman. Pitchers duel early in this one. Holman's Marcy Jacobson was locked in, back-to-back strikeouts for the Vikings. We would be scoreless through 5, but in the 6th, Blue Golds would strike. Runner on first for Ellie Clark. She lines one out to center. Tessa Miskowski comes in to score. Aquinas takes the lead. Next inning, 2 on for Miskowski. She gets all of this one, sends it out deep left. Defense giving chase, but that ball is way gone. A 3-run homer for Tessa Miskowski. Just the first game of the season. Aquinas goes on a win, 6-0. Let's go to the Diamond at Luther High. Perfect day for baseball. Knights playing host to Bangor. In the first, Cardinals capitalize on this wild pitch. Bryce Peterson races home from third. Bangor on the board, it's 1-0. Chase Horseman on the mound for the Cardinals. He gets some help from Peterson here. Nice play at short. Peterson showing off the gun. Cardinals still up 1. Horseman dealing in this one. He gets the swing and a miss here. 1-2-3 first for Bangor. Then in the third, same score. Check out this throw. Peterson trying to steal second, but he's gunned down. Perfect throw there. But Horseman just too tough in this one. Cardinals tack on a couple more. They get the shutout win, 3-0 the final over Luther. Big night for the Blair Taylor baseball team. Wildcats get their second win of the season, a 6-0 shutout victory over Stanley Boyd at home. And Blair Taylor not allowing a hit in this one, a combined no-hitter for the Wildcats. 3 pitchers getting it done on the mound as Blair Taylor improves to 2-0 on the young season. Let's go to the pitch at Logan High. Rangers back at it, hosting Altoona. Railroaders up 1 early, looking for more, but a great save by the Logan goalie. She'd come up big once again later in the half. Altoona, another good look, but another big stop for the Rangers, keeps it a 1-goal game. Other end, Emma Kolb doing everything she could in this one, fighting through traffic. Almost gets this one to go. Then later in the half, Kolb, another clean look. Can't quite find the back of the net, but then out of nowhere, third time's the charm. Kolb floats one top shelf. The senior finally finds the back of the net. Logan Luther ties the game at 1. That's how this one ends in a 1-1 draw. Brewers opening up a 3-game set at home against Seattle, tied in the 6th. Not anymore. Christian Yelich hits this one to Green Bay. Yelly gets all of it. Big-time solo shot puts the Crew on top 4-3. Then in the 8th, Here comes some insurance. Oliver Dunn scorches one a short, shoots into center field for a hit. Brewers tack on another to make it 5-3. Seattle would tie it in the 9th, but the Brewers, they're going to walk it off in the bottom of the inning. A walk-off walk for the Crew. Willie Contreras takes ball 4. Brewers win a wild one, 6-5, as they improve to 5-1 on the season. Bucks looking to bounce back tonight at home, taking on the Raptors. No Giannis in this one, so Damian Lillard trying to keep his squad in it. That cut the deficit to 3 late in the 3rd, but it would not be enough. Toronto had lost 15 straight coming into this one, but the Raptors get the win, 117-111. Bucks drop their 3rd straight game. They fought with 47-30 on the year. Just 5 games left now in the regular season for Milwaukee. Next up, the Knicks come into town on Sunday. Staying in basketball.
Yeah.
Big game. We've been talking about it all night. The last time I checked,
68-64 Iowa.
Up 4, 2 minutes
2
left.
minutes left.
Caitlin hasn't played great tonight, but
No.
she had a big couple shots down the stretch, and it's been a great game.
Yeah, bit of a nail biter. We got to wrap
Sure
up
is.
the show
Yeah,
so
hopefully
we can
it's
catch
over
it.
when I come back on.
All right, we'll be right back after this.
At Bygoff and Rohde, we know reputation is important, and it can affect your case's outcome. If you want your case to be taken seriously, you need lawyers who are taken seriously. Bygoff and Rohde, serious injuries need serious lawyers.
Join today's shoppers as they explore Sweet Valley Artisans.
There's so many good things here. How do you pick just one? You don't.
I've been looking for something to hang in my garage. What about this? Or this?
Vintage clothing and accessories? Let's check it out. Have you found anything yet? Yeah?
I'm getting hungry just looking at this.
I know what you mean.
Stop in and find your treasure today.
It's big, really big. It's the Weekend Furniture Blowout at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. This weekend, for 4 big days, we've slashed prices on hundreds of items store-wide. Sofas, sectionals, and recliners from Flexsteel to Core Rest and Smith Brothers. Bedrooms and dining rooms from Daniels Amish and Cannondale. Plus the area's finest selection of leather from Stressless and Lazy Boy. You'd better hurry. You won't see furniture of this quality at these prices again. The Weekend Furniture Blowout. It's this weekend only at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
We're cranking up the voltage, Wisconsin. Lottery retailers all around the state are lighting up with the latest limited time offer. It's All or Nothing Bonus Days. During the month of April, All or Nothing players have a 1 in 7 chance to receive a $2 bonus ticket for the next midday drawing. This electric offer is only available for a limited time and only at Wisconsin lottery retailers.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and 1 Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get Bygoff and Rohde.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
There are so many incredible things made in Wisconsin. A lot of them we know well. Beer, cheese, cranberries. But our state is also home to likely the world's top producer of something that makes its customers walk a little higher.
This is laser cut acrylic, and we use that just because it's easy to reuse. You're witnessing the first blue mold of a new sculpture I made.
Slowly push it in until resin starts seeping out.
This creates a traction pad so that it's easier to walk in.
And that, in a nutshell, is how you make these.
I own Chaos Costumes, and we specialize in costume accessories. I am known most for making the hoof shoes.
Hoof shoes. Blair Andrula Ahrens
Put a little bit more pressure on it.
Makes them with her team in a warehouse in Racine.
Because you don't want any bubbles in the hoof.
And ships them all over the world.
From Japan to France to Italy.
They're basically high heels, but with no heel, a different toe, and some fur.
If you can walk in stilettos, you can walk in my shoes.
She's just come out with a flat version, too. Who actually buys these, and why?
Primarily, people who like to dress up as fawns, minotaurs, centaurs. It's just for people that like high fantasy, like dressing up. They wear it to Renaissance fairs, they wear it to conventions and stuff like that.
How could there be that many people that need hoof shoes and chaos costumes?
They go on like that.
Other big seller, dragon horns.
It's wild to me how things have grown and how they've expanded, where like sky's the limit, where like we'll just keep cranking out product and seeing where this cap is, and I can't find it yet.
Angela Ahrens started as a costume lover and wearer herself.
If you have anything that isn't mixed, it will not cure.
Someone asked her to make shoes for them.
Typically my molds last,
and then another,
maybe like 60 to 70 castings.
And it was posted on social media, and everyone in the community wanted a pair.
There's a couple people that are doing it, but not quite at the scale that I'm doing it.
Chaos Costumes grew from a guest room side hustle.
I am the most well-known in the world.
To 1,000 square feet of warehouse space and 4 other employees.
It's kind of wonderful to be able to do this for a living. It's wild to me that this is my life and this is my future. I have the freedom to create, and people want to buy my creations. What?
Hoof shoes are an oddity, a niche product. Dragon horns and fairy wings, too, for that matter. But like many of the legends and fables they come from, there is a lesson for us all.
If you want to be an entrepreneur, do it. Like, if you want to create something and sell it, do it. It takes time. It takes a lot of failure. You cannot be afraid of failing because that fear will stop you.
In Racine.
And good to the last drop, right?
Mike Kirkov, CBS 58 News.
A good reminder that you can make a career out of anything. Greg will have one final look at your forecast when we come back.
Join the conversation at facebook.com/news8000. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
Here at The Y, we offer more than just a job. We offer the chance to make a difference in a fun, flexible environment where our mission and core values drive every decision we make. Join us in this amazing work. For specific positions and details, visit our website.
Sometimes in louder situations, it's tough to hear what others are saying.
We just thought, why not get a baseline so that we know where we're at?
I think the staff is very friendly.
They live here in our community. They care about the people that live here. They want to help people hear better. I feel like we're in the business of keeping people's eyes healthy, but I feel like keeping your ears healthy is also very important, and all of our senses are important.
Better Hearing Center on Alaska, next to St. Pat's Church.
Whether you're looking for a lake home, a second home, or your first home, let Town & Country Housing introduce you to quality living in our factory-built homes. Town & Country Housing has homes that will meet your style and budget. Tour our model homes and see how spacious and grand living can be. Our homes are built with energy efficiency in mind. You pick your dream home, and we take care of the rest. Your dream home is waiting. Start living your best life. Join us this weekend for our open house. Town & Country Housing, Chippewa Falls.
Fresh out of Papa Murphy's kitchen, the limited time triple pet pizza.
Actually, it's fresh out of my oven.
Dad, it's just an expression.
Giant, classic, and mini cup pepperoni? Now that is an expression.
Order the triple pep today.
Spring has sprung, the grass has riz. I wonder where the furniture is. At King Furniture, of course.
During our spring clearance event, save an additional 10% off our already low prices. Plus, take advantage of 0% free financing, recliners, sofas, sectionals, dining rooms, and more. With our huge selection of in-stock furniture, low price guarantee, and free delivery, why shop anywhere else?
It's the King Furniture Spring Clearance Sale.
Quality time with Taco John's. You never forget the big moments, like devouring your first slice of crispy oven-baked taco pizza loaded with 7 layers of classic taco toppings. Or your wedding. Both are life-changing. One-of-a-kind new taco pizza, only at Taco John's.
Here at The Y, we offer more than just a job. Experience the personal satisfaction that comes from nurturing the potential of youth and teens, improving our community's health and well-being, and providing support to our neighbors. Join us in this amazing work.
All right, the eclipse timing there is between about 12 and 3. More clouds as you go further north, less as you go further south. So we'll kind of detail as we get closer. But still, everyone should see something of that. Otherwise, rain Sunday. The rest of the next week looks fairly good. 60s. It won't be like this week with the rain and snow. Definitely will be an improvement.
Well, on to some other good news, Rob.
Iowa gets it done. They
All
survive.
right.
Sunday, they play South Carolina. South Carolina's undefeated. 2 o'clock, must-see TV.
All right, be there. Thank you for joining us tonight. Have a great weekend.